Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Minion, and today we are back, not in exactly bee swarm, but in a place I like to call the news zone. Okay, not really, but today what we're going to be talking about is the bee swarm leaks. Yes, that is right. The bee swarm leaks that have been coming out for a couple of weeks now. Today we're going to try to talk about a few of them, hopefully the bees and the collectors. Now, you guys might be asking me, why aren't you in the test realm? That's because even though I was there for a couple of the old updates, if you were there, you remember the first time when Mother Bear came in and levels were introduced for bees and Bond, and the first time when when Vicious Bee was introduced and whatnot. I was there for it, but sadly I think there was a public test realm, but that one got shut down, and sadly I wasn't exactly able to apply for the private one. So there's that. That's why I'm not in the test realm, and I can't show you guys that. I really wish I could, because trust me, if I could, this video would be a lot easier, but sadly no. And I'll probably show you guys a screenshot right now of someone asking on it, will the test group ever reopen? And on it said, probably not for years, if ever, because there's still plenty of people willing to test in the group already. So sadly, I don't think he's going to be opening the test realm, which is unfortunate, but we will do with what we can. And that means that, well, we got to do it with screenshots and videos from other people that are already inside the test realm itself. So without further ado, let us discuss about the first leak, the first blue bee. So, Buoyant Bee, one of the first leaked, or I guess blue mythic bees that are going to be coming this update, which is beesmas. So Buoyant Bee, I believe originally he was leaked in a face decal, and his face was kind of, people were saying it was a combination of puppy bee and festive bee, and the people were thinking him of more of a clown or a jokester or a party bee sort of. In the end, he is a Buoyant Bee, which I think is something to do with the sea, not really sure, but he kind of is a party bee because one of his abilities is basically parties. But yeah, anywho, here's a screenshot. New type discovered. You hatched a Buoyant Bee, a blue mythic. Just like a balloon, nothing can keep this bee down. It's always ready to party. Now, the stats of the bee, which, I mean, I don't really think they're important, but whatever. It has 60 energy, 14 speed, 3 attack, and the gifted hive bonus, which is one of the more powerful ones, is times 1.25 capacity, which is very good because, again, that means that your bag will be a lot bigger, which means you will be able to collect a lot more pollen. And hey, being able to collect more pollen is definitely a plus, because that means you can stay in the field and get a lot more ability tokens, a lot more pop stars, scorching stars, and gummy stars. So yeah. Now let's move on to the abilities, and with the abilities I have a video for you guys. Now, Buoyant Bee has 3 abilities. He has inflate balloons, his gifted ability, surprise party, and a passive ability. So let's read the first one. So inflate balloons. Increases the pollen in balloons on your field by 5% plus 0.02% per level, then spawns a blue balloon for 20 seconds plus 2 seconds per level with the capacity that scales with bee level and your capacity. So basically, spawns balloons that have extra capacity for you, that scale with, like, you know, I guess how high you are in terms of, like, I guess your hive and whatnot. Pollen collected from flowers near the balloon is increased by 10%, 20 if blue, and added to the balloon instead of the container. So again, it's like an extra container for you. So obviously this is good because it means that your bag is not going to fill up at all if you're under the balloon. They're kind of like clouds in a way. Upon filling up or timing out, the balloon floats back to your hive. If gifted, this has a 5% chance plus 1% per level chance to summon a golden balloon instead. Now pretty much what this means, and I'll probably be putting some footage of SD Mittens because she has some pretty good footage of this, but pretty much she's gonna be like, she has like 50 gifted Buoyant Bees, and it's gonna show in like the footage that there's a bunch of yellowish tokens. Those are the ones that's inflate oh my gosh, I can't speak. The inflate balloon ability, which is pretty much the balloons are spawning, and what's going to happen on the video is that a bunch of golden balloons are going to spawn, and that is the second ability. Now, as you can see in all the balloons, they have a bunch, you see they have like 40 million or 35 million. That means that that's the capacity. That's how much pollen they can contain. And if you see where a bunch of balloons are, they're pretty much like there's a little like shadow underneath them. You need to be under those shadows in order for the balloons to collect the pollen. Now, these balloons don't have a timer. I'm assuming in the update they probably have like maybe 2 minutes, maybe 5 minutes, maybe even more minutes depending on the balloon. But again, as you can see, the field is covered in balloons, and it's a good way to not fill your capacity, because as you can tell on the top where her capacity is, it's not filling up at all because the balloons are taking it in. The balloons are they're taking in the pollen. Oh my gosh, can't speak. So the second one is gifted ability surprise party. Summons a golden balloon +1 every 5 levels for all players, then causes all balloons to spawn random ability tokens for a few seconds. So we're talking about focus tokens, maybe red boost, blue boost, white boost, etc, etc. Golden balloons gain bonus pollen increases. Golden balloons gain bonus pollen increases with bee level. So the higher your bee, the more bonus pollen you get, and transform nearby bubbles into golden bubbles, which collect 50% more pollen and have a chance to spawn honey tokens. So again, pop gummy hives that have pop star and gummy star are going to benefit from this, because the gifted honeybee gives you a times 1.5, I believe, honey from tokens gifted ability, which is definitely going to make those honey tokens give you a lot more honey. This also benefits white hives as well if they have the Buoyant Bee in their hives. If you have triggered a surprise party within the last minutes, performs inflate balloons instead, always spawns a gold balloon. So this would explain why, back to the video, why she has a lot of golden balloons instead of surprise party, because again, she already triggered it once, and now there's a cooldown of 6 minutes, so that's why there's a bunch of golden balloons. But yeah, you can already tell that with 50 gifted Buoyant Bees, obviously no one's gonna have that in the main game, but if you want to have it, you can. You can definitely tell how this is gonna be very, very, very overpowered. Just seeing the ability go crazy, And right about now, the balloons, as you can see, are going back to the hive, and as you can tell, they're filled with pollen. That is basically what happens when they run out of time or you fill them with pollen. They all slowly float back to your hive, and you have to go to your hive and, I guess pollinate, convert it all to honey, and then the balloons pop. So there's that. And I believe on the next one, you'll see that every single balloon that goes in creates this really giant balloon at your hive that pretty much multiplies your balloon blessing, which I'm not exactly sure how that works. I haven't exactly seen much leaks about that. All I know is that it's something that you get with balloons. That's all I know for now. I don't, I'm sorry. Again, if I was in the test realm, I probably could explore, maybe ask some people about it, and I'd probably know. But since I am not, I sadly cannot. Moving on. The third one is a passive. It's Balloon Enthusiast. When converting from balloons, this bee has ×3 convert amount. Additionally, this bee's base attack scales up to ×3 with Balloon Blessing. So essentially, this is good because if you're converting at the hive, this means that this bee will help you convert much faster, which again is a huge plus. Very, very huge plus. Very good that does that, because that just means again you'll be able to convert a lot of oh my gosh, I can't speak. You'll be able to convert a lot faster. And I believe on the clip that I'm showing you guys right now, she's pretty much helping another player boost, because apparently the shadows of the balloons give you a boost. So I'm wondering if that's how you get Balloon Blessing. I'm not too sure how to get it. Hopefully in the next part I'll be able to tell you guys how to get it, but yeah. Again, very cool and awesome bee. Now moving on to the next thing that was actually, I believe, revealed last night was the new blue collector. Yes, that is right. There will be a new blue collector. Oh yeah, right, forgot. So, before we move on, Balloon Blessing is like, it's a buff. I don't know how to get it. I think you get it from balloons. I'm not exactly sure, but I have a screenshot of Balloon Blessing times 8. And it gives you extra capacity, so times 1. So in this one it's times 8, so it gives you capacity, honey at hive, honey from tokens, again, pop gummy, it looks good, and yeah, those are the buffs that it gives. Now let's see, we're going to move on to the next thing, which is the new collector. Yes, that is right, there is a new blue collector that was released just last night, and it looks insane. So the new endgame collector for blue hives is called the Tide Popper. This collector can summon waves into the fields. So a screenshot, again, shout out to Beestorm Leaks, because it was because of them that I was able to do this video. So the Tide Popper, here's what Anna said about it. Okay, I'm testing the blue collector, the Tide Popper. It's a tool that spawns waves that travel far and pop bubbles. As you pop bubbles, the tool gets faster and the waves get bigger. Every once in a while, it starts spawning huge waves that can hit balloons to grant you buffs. The numbers are placeholders at the moment, as it's hard to balance, but we can see if the mechanics are working and expect it to be pretty buggy. The description, the detailed one, is every third swing releases a wave of water that collects pollen, pops bubbles, converts a little pollen per bee hit, and causes frogs to jump away. When one of your bubbles is popped by any means, it grants you a stack of Tide Power, 2 stacks if the bubble is gold, which causes you to swing the tool a little bit faster. At 500 stacks, your Tide Power is replaced with Tidal Surge, which lasts for 10 seconds, grants times tool swinging speed, and makes every swing release a large tidal wave for 10 seconds. Whenever a tidal wave hits a balloon, it causes the balloons to convert up to 3% of your convert total into honey tokens and grants you 3 seconds of Tide Blessing, 6 seconds if the balloon is gold. Tide Blessing stacks up to 4 hours and grants up to times 1.1 blue pollen, honey from tokens, convert rate at hive, pollen from bees, and pollen from tools. Popping a bubble during Tidal Surge causes the surge to last a little bit longer. So that's a lot to take in, but pretty much this new tool is going to be, it's very, very good, very interesting. Pretty much it's a tool that every single time you get Tide Power stacks, it makes your tool swing faster, which is a new thing we haven't seen before. And pretty much it's just all focused on blue highs. I'm assuming pop gummy, because again, honey from tokens, you know, usually you hear that from white hives, but you know, blue hives have that too if you have pop star and gummy star. Again, very focused on blue. It's I mean, it's a blue collector, so obviously it's going to be focused on blue, but yeah. We have a screenshot here of someone that I think hopped on the test run very quickly and just captured a wave. So there's a screenshot of the tidal wave, of the Tide Popper. So there's that. There's a wave if you guys want to see that. Honestly, it looks very cool. Did not expect that to happen. And this just came out last night, so very extremely recent. Let's see. So we also have Tide Power, which as you can see, just gives you more tool speed. And there is a picture of the Tide Popper. Honestly, it looks like a Christmas tree to me. I don't know, or some sort of satellite. So honestly, very cool. And we also have a screenshot of the Tide Blessing, which gives you blue pollen, honey from tokens, convert rate at hive, pollen from bees, and pollen from tools. And yeah, that's really it for the blue side of things. Yeah, I mean, let's see, what else can we... I think that's gonna be it. I feel like that's just gonna be it for today's video. I'm not really... I'm already checking the recording. It's already 15 minutes, and I've only talked about 2 things. But, yeah. I think I'll be ending it here. Yeah, I know I only talked about 2 leaks, the mythic blue Buoyant Bee and the other, but the problem is, if you're not in the test room, I can't show you guys a lot, and if I could show you guys, I'd be able to explain it and make the video much shorter, but yeah. Anywho, thank you all so very much for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to give this video a like and subscribe, and do not fear, I will hopefully make a part 2 that will not take as long. But I love explaining things to you guys, so you guys tell me. Do you just want me to go fast and just tell you guys what it is without explaining it? Or do you want me to explain it so you guys know what you're dealing with? Anywho, that is all for today, and I will see you all later. Bye.